Good evening. I have been meaning to make a video for a while to share a little something that I'm working on. So, how do you say it? I guess I'll just say it. So, anyway, I want to show you how to die. I'm not killing myself. I don't want to die, but I've been given a diagnosis that indicates that I will soon, sooner than most people, sooner than I expected to, sooner than I want to. But, that's just what people say, or, as they say in The Big Lebowski, that's just your opinion, man. Because, I'm doing my best to live, and I believe that the best way to die is by living, not by giving up, and not by being afraid, um, not by stopping being who you are. And so, anyway, I am working on living my best life to die my best death. And all through my life, I always said, I want to die how I live, which is, doing the things that I want to do. So that is still my plan at this time. And I've been working on it a lot more seriously than just theoretically than I used to. And I wanted to share a little bit of something that maybe will help me on my journey. Not that I'm reading it, but actually, the only true record of my birth is in my dad's very weathered and beaten up paperback copy of the Tibetan Book of the Dead, which is in fact a guide for dying for good death. And I did read it one time. I'm not saying I have a deep understanding. Let's just go ahead and say that I don't have a deep understanding. But my understanding of it is that it is a guide to help the soul, the spirit, to cross over. And so that after the body passes and when the spirit is making its journey, it will not be afraid and it will not hold on and it will be able to move on to its most exalted state. So, anyway, that's where I come from. I was, born on the full moon down in Cottonwood, Arizona. And I don't know if that was intentional or if that was just the book that my dad was reading at that moment. I'm also mentioned in it. Dharmakaya Mindu, these are concepts that you will find in that book. But so anyway, I guess I was always meant to die well. And so I'm going to do just that. And I will be sharing parts of my journey as I go along. And so I will just say this right now that I was given a medical diagnosis that I think around like July 26th or something. So interestingly, May, June, July. So like 14 months from my original diagnosis, I received stage 4 incurable diagnosis. And they said that without their treatments that would not cure me and would not heal me, but would only, put me in some kind of weird state of suffering for the rest of my days. So they could give me, they say, 2 to 3 years with chemotherapy, for the rest of my life, like living a life of chemotherapy until I died of chemotherapy and cancer, or however that is. Or I could do immunotherapy. It might work for like a year or two, and then it will stop working. And I'm like, what happens then? Nobody has a good answer. So I'm like, I don't feel super good about that. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'll talk more about that later. I'm pretty excitement. I'm total excitement. I am excited about the natural treatment options that I am going to be starting, interestingly, on the full moon, considering that I was diagnosed originally on an eclipse, and then I found my super exciting, cool new tumor. Here, go. You want to check it out? Right there, this guy right here. I found this guy on the eve of the full moon in July. Cancer and Cancer. No, that's a Capricorn and Cancer, my bad. Anyway, so I will be sharing my healing journey, but I just wanted to talk about dying or living to die, dying to live. Anyway, it's all awesome and it definitely makes you appreciate every single moment that you have. And so I will be sharing my appreciation and hopefully my healing. But if it's not my healing, it'll still be my life and it will be my death, and I will do it my way, like the song goes. I did it my way. So I hope it's awesome. I intend for it to be, and if it doesn't happen for a really long time, that's super cool too. So yeah, over and out. Armageddon, getting well, staying alive, staying alive. Ah, ah. uh, uh, staying alive. That was a terrible rendition, but it's okay. Everything I do is okay. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that. Part of my jam is I can't do anything wrong because part of helping myself to live my best life is to love myself radically and unconditionally. So nothing I do is wrong. The way I just sang that song, it was perfect. I mean, it wasn't. It was totally sucky, but I can live with it and be like, well, that's how I did it. It was good. Maybe I'll do better next time. We'll see.